we are using the chain rule with tables. The following table lists values of functions g and h and their derivatives g prime, h prime for the x values of 1 and 2. That's what we got here. All right. We're asked to let the function h be defined as h of x is equal to g composed of h, where h is the innermost function and g is the outer function. Okay, so they want h prime of 1. So the first thing we need to do is, in general, find h prime of x. All right, so it would be the derivative of the outside, so that would be g prime, and we rewrite the function on the inside, times the derivative of the function on the inside. So it's like we've peeled this layer off, and now we focus on the next layer on the inside. So then that would be the derivative of h prime of x. I'm not sure why they're giving us 2. I don't see 2 playing any part in this problem. They just want h of 1. Okay, so let's go ahead and plug in the pieces, how they would go. So this would be kind of like order of operations. Order of operations, we would start with the innermost function, and then I'll go, oh, that's probably why they need the 2, is we'll probably have an output of 2 right here. Oh, okay, now I see it. So then we can probably assume that this is the 2 that's going to give us this set. All right, so that makes sense. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and do these 2 first because they're kind of separated function style. So g prime, and then this is h of 1 that I'm calculating. And then this is h prime of 1 that's being calculated. So h of 1 is 2. There it is. Times h prime of 1. H prime of 1 is 3. And then this is going to be equal to g prime of 2. G prime of 2 is 3. And then we still have that other 3 that just gets carried down. All right, 3 times 3 is 9. Okay, so that's kind of the structure of how you do it. You want to do it in general first, and then don't do too much in your head at once. Just kind of go into the side of the pieces and take it one piece at a time. Okay. A little bit worded a little bit different. All right. The following table lists values of functions f and g and of their derivatives with f prime and g prime for the x values of -1 and 1. All right. And then they want us to evaluate this derivative at x equals 1, -1. All right. So we'll go ahead and do that. So d dx of f of g sub x is going to be equal to the derivative of the outermost function. And we would rewrite the inside. Now we've taken care of the outermost one, then we multiply by the one on the inside, the derivative of it. All right, and then we're going to take care of that first. So we need g sub 1, -1, stuck on that last problem. G sub -1 is what we're evaluating, and g prime of -1 is here. All right, so then that means this equals f prime. I need to calculate what's on the inside first. The g sub -1, g sub -1 is 1, times g prime of -1, g prime of -1 is 1, equals f prime of -1, positive 1, f prime of +1 is 7, and then that is the same one that gets dropped straight down. Answer, 7. Next problem. Looks like it's done exactly the same way. So just go ahead and take your time, write it out in general, then go ahead and do the pieces.